Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ashley, and I'm back tonight doing another fragrance review. Actually, I'm going to do two fragrance reviews tonight. One of them is a men's fragrance. And as most of y'all know by now, if you've watched my videos a lot, you know that I'm not really into men's fragrance. And I do apologize. I'm looking at you, but the way the way my tablet is positioned, because I'm having to use my tablet to record this video, because my camera is, how shall I say, sick. But So I am looking directly at you, but the camera's off. It's complicated. Anyway, just trust me. I'm looking straight at you. You might think I'm looking off in the distance, but I'm not. So, like I was saying, I'm going to do two fragrances tonight. One's a men's fragrance, and the other one's a women's fragrance. As y'all know, I love my female fragrances, and prefer them over men's fragrance. Now, with that said, there are certain men's fragrances that I can wear, and I do enjoy them. Mainly they're vintage fragrances from like the 80s and 90s and stuff, when fragrances were such of a powerhouse and loaded with notes and everything. Unlike today where everything's just watered down and you got a few top notes, a few base notes, and a few middle notes, and that's it. Maybe 10 notes in the whole entire perfume, which is just a hot mess, if you ask me. So let's get started. The first one I'm going to review comes from, I believe, 1986, 85, 86, somewhere in there. And this is Oscar de la Renta, Pour Louis. It's in the 3-ounce eau de toilette bottle. And this is the vintage formulation. This is like, excuse me, the original juice. It goes all the way back to the 80s. Now, the notes in this thing, and there's a lot, and I'm going to look them up right here for you as we speak right now, and I'm going to tell them to you. We have, on the top notes, we've got aldehydes, which aldehydes are synthetic, which make the fragrance bubbly. So we got aldehydes, caraway, juniper berries, lavender, galbanum, basil, sage, anise, and bergamot. That's in the top notes. Middle notes, we've got cyclamen, carnation, patchouli, cinnamon, vetiver, cedar, and geranium. Base notes are labdanum, leather, sandalwood, musk, and oak moss. Now, that's a lot of notes in there. That's a lot going on. This fragrance, though, it's odd in a good way. And let me explain to you when I say it's odd in a good way. Because I'm going to spray it on my wrist. Right off the top, you can smell the aldehydes. You can smell them right off the top. I mean, they hit you in the face like that, and you know it's aldehydes, and you know it's synthetic. Which any fragrance that's got now, my arm is not even near my nose, and I can smell it from here. That's how much of a powerhouse this thing is. This thing is a powerhouse beast. This thing is a projection monster. It is a very cloying perfume or fragrance, and I love cloying fragrances because it keeps people out of my bubble when I don't want them in my bubble. It keeps them. It can repel people, and that's a good thing sometimes. If you don't want a lot of people in your bubble or whatnot, it can repel them, and that's good. Oh, this stuff smells so amazing. Now, off the top, I'm getting the. Oh, you can clearly smell the caraway, juniper berries, and lavender. You can clearly smell the lavender is very pronounced. It's very. Sorry, my sinuses are bothering me this morning. It's early in the morning. It's about 7 o'clock almost in the morning. But you can smell the lavender right off the top. Now this fragrance, I've been wearing it for about a good 10 years. This is my second bottle that I bought. Second bottle. Um, it doesn't take much at all. Usually I'll do 3 sprays, not all in the same spot. I'll do like a spray here, and then 2 behind my neck, and that's it. With this, because this is a projection monster. This is a powerhouse beast. And when I'm telling you a powerhouse beast, I mean just this is like the 80s, like everything bold and in your face that the 80s decade was is in this fragrance. I mean, it's just it's an amazing fragrance. It really is, and it's odd because it doesn't smell masculine. It's a men's fragrance. It's an eau de toilette, but it does not smell masculine, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, yeah, there are some masculine notes in there with the musk and the patchouli and the sandalwood, which are usually fragrances that are in men's, which are notes that are usually in men's fragrances. You can also find them in women's fragrances as well, in perfumes and whatnot. But mainly they are in men's fragrances. Now, sorry, I'm warming it up so that I can smell it better. See, it's got, it reminds me of a car air freshener, but a very cool, like an expensive car air freshener. That's what it reminds me of, but in a good way. Not those ones that smell horrible, like the cheap ones that you get at the dollar store. So no, this feels like an expensive, high quality car air freshener. If that makes any sense at all, it's really mesmerizing. Actually, I don't know how to describe the scent to you. It's that complex and it's that structured. And that's why I love fragrances like that, because when they are structured and they have complexity to them, it's very hard to describe. But I'll do the best that I can. So, like I said, we've got a lot of notes in this fragrance. A ton. There's a ton of notes in this fragrance, and it's a powerhouse. It's a beast. It's a projection monster. I'm not gonna lie. I can smell it from here. Like I can smell it from and my wrist. You can see where my wrist is at. I sprayed like 3 sprays on my wrist, and I can still smell it. So it's now I'm getting the juniper berries and the bergamot. Patchouli's in there. I can smell the patchouli, and I love patchouli. I love patchouli. So this fragrance is best if you wear it. You can wear this. You can pull this off in the summer. Um, just to make sure it's not a humid day. You can pull it off in the summer. It can be worn in the summer. I would strongly suggest though to wear this more in the fall and winter. But you can pull it off in the summer. You can. I have done it. Um, I've got compliments on it, but I get more compliments in the winter and fall than I do in the summertime with this fragrance. So this is casual wear. You can wear this to work. You can wear this to, excuse me, to the club. You can wear it to go out to dinner, whatever. It's casual. It's casual wear. So you don't have to get gussied up or dressed up to wear this fragrance. You can wear it, anywhere. Men, for you guys out there that love a men's cologne, a men's fragrance, this stuff is, I would highly recommend this to you guys. Like, you will like it. It's got that, it's just a mesmerizing scent. That's all I can say. Now, the second one, and you're going to have to give me a minute because I'm going to have to pull up the notes on that, but we will do it. The second one is also a powerhouse from the 80s, and I've worn it for about 20 years. And it's also a very good fragrance. And give me just a second. Let me pull this up real quick. Oh, sorry guys. I should have had this done beforehand. But anyway, okay, here we go. Now the second one is a fragrance from the design house of Guerlain, which I love Guerlain. They make Shalimar, which is one of my favorite Oriental fragrances. One of my favorite. Unfortunately, I don't have it. I'm out of my Shalimar, the Eau de Parfum, but I need to get. I've ordered another bottle of it. It's on the way. It just hasn't got here yet. But it's one of my favorite Guerlain fragrances. This is a second. This is called Samsara. I don't know if you can see that. Samsara. This is in the 1.6 ounce, 50 ml Eau de Parfum spray. So it's more intense than an Eau de Toilette. Now, this is the new bottle. The old bottle was red, and it kind of had like a pyramid shape, and it almost looked like a pyramid, kind of like a pyramid. It kind of was thin at the bottom, and then it kind of went. It's kind of like thin at the bottom, and then it kind of went up like that, and then it curved at the top, and then they had a little stopper on it that was plastic, but it was red all throughout, and had a gold band around the bottle here. So this is the newer bottle. Now I don't know if this has been reformulated or not, because I cannot tell the difference between. I still have about that much left in the old bottle of the Eau de Parfum, the biggest bottle that they have, which is the 3.3 ounce that I purchased about 7 years ago. So I don't know, and I can't, like I said, I can't tell the difference. I cannot tell the difference if they've reformulated. My guess is they have, because as we all know, anytime a bottle changes in a fragrance, it's usually been reformulated. So I don't know whether this has been reformulated or not. I can't tell the difference. I hope not, because I love Samsara and I love Guerlain. Now I know that Guerlain has been reformulated because I can tell. However, the reformulation was really good. Now, the notes in this are, and this fragrance came out in 1988, so it's also another 80s powerhouse. Top notes are juicy and fresh, bergamot, lemon, ylang ylang, peach, and green notes. The heart is blooming in opulent flowers, elegant jasmine, cold, woodsy iris, luscious narcissus, violet, and delicate rose. The base is composed of sandalwood, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and musk. Very classic oriental fragrance. A lot of oriental scents. Now, I'm going to do, on this wrist here, 3 sprays. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. This, y'all, this is a man catcher. This will get you the men. Trust and believe when I say that, because when I'm out, not looking like this, but looking like a glamazon, a woman, the men are all over it, honey. All over it, girl. All over it. And it's a powerhouse. This fragrance is it is another beast from the 80s. As everything in the 80s, all fragrances in the 80s were powerhouses and projection beasts. And this one is. Like, I can smell it from here. And my wrist is like maybe a foot away from me, a foot and a half, and I can still smell the fragrance from here. Excuse me, I've got dry throat. I've got allergies bad for some reason, so my allergies are acting up on me. My voice sounds kind of weird. My nose is all stopped up, so I'm sounding kind of nasally. Sorry about that. Can't help it. I'm about to light a cigarette, so yes, I still smoke. Get over it. Some of y'all may not, but I do. Okay? So, to hell with it, right? You know I love y'all. Anyway, back to the fragrance. I keep getting off track for some reason. Oh my God. The lemon in this fragrance, like the lemon notes, they stick around for a while. Like the juicy and fresh bergamot lemon, ylang ylang, you can really smell it in the opening. It's very pronounced in the opening. It's there. You can smell it. It lingers around more than most citrus top notes do. A lot of times in a fragrance, when there's citrus top notes, they are gone quickly. Like they evaporate, and they evaporate off like that. This one lingers around for a while. Don't let anybody fool you. It lingers around. This fragrance will stay with me for a good 12 to 14 hours. I'm not lying. That's why I only need, like, I bought this bottle a year and a half ago, and it's almost, you don't need much at all. Oh my God, oh my God, Samsara it reminds me of, it kind of has a similarity to Tuscany, Estee Lauder Tuscany Perdona, but this is more complex. I believe this came out first, and then Tuscany Perdona from Estee Lauder came out later. This was released in 1988, and Tuscany Perdona came out in 1992, so I think the design house at Estee Lauder kind of wanted to copy Samsara, but you can't, because there's only one Samsara de Guerlain, and that's this one right here. Now the middle notes are coming through in this, and that's where you're starting to get the opulent flowers of elegant jasmine, cold woodsy iris, and the jasmine is a very refined jasmine in this fragrance. It's not the cheap synthetic bullshit. It's the real stuff. And trust me, I know what jasmine smells like. I've got jasmine flowers outside of my house and jasmine flowers in my home in Italy, and I know what they smell like because they blossom in the summertime, and you get that waft of fragrance. Oh my God, is it gorgeous? Anyway, oh, it's just a gorgeous fragrance, y'all. It really is. This fragrance is good, best to be worn if you're going to go on a date, or if you're going to be around a man, or if you know you want to attract a man, because this is a man catcher, like I said before. It's a man getter, girls. You want a man? Put you on some Samsara. Little sexy black dress, and girl, the men will be all over it. All over it. Trust and believe when I tell you that. So, to recap what we've got, I know I'm all over the place tonight, guys. Just overlook it. It's early in the morning. I've not slept because had to work, and had to work third shift for some reason. So, yeah. Normally I don't do third shifts. I'm not a third shift bitch. This bitch does not do third shift. But I had to today or yesterday because of this COVID-19 shit that's going around and stuff. The company that I work for has been lacking employees. So they asked me if I would work the third shift, and I said, what the hell? They said, we'll give you an extra $5 an hour if you do it. I'm like, huh, yeah. So anyway, I've been up for a while, and I still have not gone to bed yet. But I'll be going to bed shortly. So to recap what we've got Oscar de la Renta Pour Louis in the Eau de Toilette in the 1.7 ounce. And then we've got, sorry, this is not 7 ounce. This is 3 ounce, 90 mLs. And then we've got Samsara de Guerlain, 1.6 ounce. Both of these are projection beasts. Both of these are projection monsters. Both of these fragrances are amazing, complex, and just simply fucking gorgeous. This one is the best. I love, like, oh, I could just shower in this stuff. Now, this is not my signature scent, and it never will be. Y'all know my signature scent is Chanel number 5. Always has been, always will be. Chanel number 5 has been the love of my life since I first wore it in 1987. And it's been with me ever since. So, but this is a second runner-up. Like, I'm either going to grab Chanel number 5 or grab this if I'm going out on a date with somebody, or if I'm going to go out to a club, or if I'm going to go out, a night out or something, or an elegant evening or whatever. I'm going to grab one of the two, either Samsara or Chanel number 5. And I have all 3 formulations of Chanel number 5. I've got the Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, and the Parfum. So I love my Chanel number 5. But that's it for you guys tonight, y'all. I'm sorry I'm all over the place, and sorry I'm sounding kind of nasally. My allergies are screwing with me for some reason. I'm just not, as you can tell, I keep sniffing and stuff, but I can smell the fragrance. I smell like a cheap whore now because I got 3 sprays on this arm of Oscar de la Renta Pour Louis, and then I got 3 sprays on this arm of Samsara de Guerlain. So I smell like a cheap whore, which I am. Oops. Sorry, did I say that? My bad. Well, truth is truth. But anyway, hope you guys are being safe out there. Please, 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 please stay safe. Try not to do everything you can to avoid getting the COVID, because it is still not safe. And every time I leave the house, I have masks and gloves on, and I keep my social distancing. So I just want to make sure that everybody out there, all my subscribers, are safe. I love every single one of y'all. Thank you for being with me for all these years. And if you haven't already, if you're new to my channel, like and subscribe and hit that bell button so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. I'm going to start trying to upload more videos. I've got a new camera that's on the way, a digital camera that's fancy. So I'm going to be uploading more videos, and my content is going to be a little bit different. I'm still going to do my fragrance reviews and whatnot, but I'm going to get into a little bit something different. And it's going to be a surprise for y'all. So stay tuned. It's coming, I promise. I know I've said that in the past, and it takes a while, but it's coming. Trust me, I promise. New content is on the way. Stay tuned to my channel. Love every single one of y'all. I hope y'all are being safe. Y'all have a great morning. It's Friday, and it's the weekend. Thank God I'm off until Monday. So I love every one of y'all. Y'all have a great morning wherever you're at, and stay safe. Until the next time, keep smelling good.